Hi folks, turns out I lost a couple of videos that I took at the start of this week because I managed to record the stuff in between the videos I meant to take, so I pressed the record button not knowing that it was in the wrong state. That's the ice maker in the background. So there wasn't going to be much this week. There was just the celebration, memorials, memoriam type stuff for the passing of Jevita's father. He's been gone for more than 30 years now apparently, but they still have annual commemorations, so there'll be another one coming up in a few months for Bok, his wife, Jevita's mother. But yeah, these things happen. So that's why there's a mention of people having a bit of a cook up at Lizu's next door. Apart from that, it was just going to be modifications to the house next door. Slamina is one of Jevita's elder sisters. Her son Parman and his wife Seha and children live next door. Rather than having to change our back kitchen, they said, oh, we can change the back of our house and give them a chance to renew a bit of the back of the house, which I'm quite happily providing funding for rather than breaking my own house. So you'll see the result of that out there. That's all good. And there wasn't going to be any Momac TX-375T skid steer compact track loader stuff this week, but as it turns out we had another go at a stump, so there's a bit of video on that. But anyway, into it, what I've got. Here's some of the people cooking for the festivities, and at the back of Lisa's house you can see here big modifications, because our well, which is shared by Lisa's house, tends to run dry a bit frequently, so there's currently a new well going down, which I'm not going to go anywhere near for fear of slipping in, but it'll probably go down to 8.5, 9 metres and use some of the bricks. So this is the contents of the well hole being extracted out. I'm sure eventually this will end up getting concreted, but got to have somewhere to put the spoil in the meantime. Already been used to fill up that hole a bit. There's a man down that hole digging it out. One hauling the rope and one getting rid of the muck. They probably have to bail it out each morning before they can even start work. But as usual, OH&S, never heard of it. Over there rearranging the dirt. Oh. There's always quite a crew when working on things here. Well, I successfully changed the attachment all on my own. I took the concrete mixer off and put this thing on all by my lonesome. The levers with the locking pins for the attachment, that one's fine. That one, it needs mechanical help. So I had to get a bit of wood to bash that with while I was standing on it to hold the pressure on it. But the purpose of that was to have another go at a tree stump with higher RPM to see whether that would help, and the answer is no, still not the right tool, so that's going to be a manual effort. Here I come. Read that narrow corner. This thing out of the way. What I'm doing there is just lifting it up so I can look at the underneath side to figure out which buttons I need to use to open the concrete chute. So it's the green buttons. Green buttons at the bottom. Left to open, right to close. And just laying it down in a position where I can actually get at the levers. I can't actually get at the levers unless I sit it down that way. I can then roll the attachment plate out of the bits. So the first lever was easy, the second lever, nah, not happening. So I get my trusty bit of wood, and strangely enough, by putting the tip of that under the tip of the lever and pop around the other side, do it, and then jump up and down. There you go, it popped open. Great. So uncouple the. I tried to join the male and female connector on the thing back together again, thinking that would be a way to avoid, and I wasn't quite strong enough to do that on my own. Need two people, so I ended up just putting caps on them and jamming them down in the bucket. Just a bit of wood out of the way. And climb back in and roll it forward, lay it on the front, roll the attachment plate out a bit more, back, and so now I can turn and connect up to the, because you've got to get your alignment fairly right, so that takes a bit of fiddling. Try again. Just in the way. Okay. So now put it down, blow it out, lock the lucky levers. Got space to get at the door with the rail of the control box in the way. So one lever's it, down, can't get it down. Okay. I'll get the trusty bit of wood. Well, try and give it a good kick. It's a good bit of wood there. Loaded arrangement, so what I needed to do was to put my foot on it, to hold it down as far as I could, then leave it with the bit of wood. And eventually it reached a tipping point and clunk, all good, put the wood away. It's moving through there. I gather that the JCB are easier to get in and out of because they've got a door on the left and just a single arm on the right. But again, this is the only other than Caterpillar I could find in Indonesia. So I thought it didn't want something else to make up. Controls. And disappear out of that. been stowed for a while because we were trying to work on that tree stump. Unfortunately, there's a camera that doesn't have a lot of detail there. I'll have a look from the one up there and see what we see. Michael, we can actually get a bit of a view. Back to the seat. Attach the feed. Now we need some spatters. Yeah. You can get too close to the wall on the right due to the outrigger foot. That was the adventure for today. I'll probably leave the machine there for another week unless they decide it's too much in the way. They have to get it out of the way. Or if we get the path cleared through, if the tree root gets dug out and we get a park out there further. It'd be good if we could just leave the backhoe out the back there where it's going to be used. And yeah, that was today's adventure. But we have the modifications to the back of the house here now, so we can get through that gap, which is good. Just going to have to fill in the concrete mixing hole down there after removing the stump. So we've got a clear shot at getting out the backyard. Woohoo, getting close. Without having to take this corner off, which I am very grateful. I've parked the extra attachments a bit more compactly, so we can turn a truck around in this courtyard again. But yeah, this machine not really meant for use on concrete or bricks, and it's chewed up the corner of the tiles a bit, but I got it around the corner on my own, and there it sits, probably for another week. I'm still excavating next door for the new well. So there's a guy down the bottom there digging mud out. And he's got no safety equipment. There is no shoring of the well. So if that caves in on him, I think just put a headstone on it. But plenty of mud. And filled up a bit of a hole we had back here where the mosquitoes were collecting. We might have to clean out the drain a bit. The water's not flowing as well as it might because of the mud in there. Cooling a bit here. But yeah, that's the current state of play for this Friday. So we were expecting guys to turn up yesterday to do some more doors inside the house, but there was no sign of them after all, so don't know what happened there. I'm sure they'll show up eventually. But yeah, that's it for this week. I'll report back next week, or if something interesting happens.